Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Inner Demons Month. Oh, what isn't that in April? You know what? Basically, from now until the end of this build, it's all Inner Demons. This is all stuff that scares the crap. And being this close scares me. So in the last video, we attached the upper part of the snorkel to the baffling. We've got that now mounted in place. We're going to take the main baffle. Oh, sorry, main baffle. We're going to take the main snorkel and test fit that sucker on and alleviate any problems with it fitting. Now, normally this wouldn't be a big deal, especially if you had a normal engine, normal prop combo. Like if you're just doing standard, this should be no problem. We, of course, are not. And that has actually caused a lot of damn stress. Why do I have to be special? I'm not that special. But why do I feel like I need to be? And because of that, now I got to do things like, oh, I need to have the fancy injection system and blah blah blah, which is all very fine and good. But in terms of this task, so what that has done is we have a special cold sump, we have a special air box that gets the air in, and the real question is where, compared to the normal engine, does now the front flange of the air intake exist compared, in like the X, Y, and Z axis to the standard one? Because this snorkel, it is in two pieces, and it's made so that, they're not all going to fit perfect. So you're going to find where it fits perfect for you, and then create it from there, and that's fine. But as I started doing this, it's like, this is one of those things that scares the crap out of me, because let's say that the snorkel doesn't fit at all. What do I do then? Make a new one? Doubt it. Here's a good side shot so you can see what I'm talking about. Left side is the sump. You can see the throttle body and the special bracket that I've got from Fly EFII people. And my buddy Larry make up that plate that exactly matches the light combing flange for the air intake. And the first bit of problem that we've got with the snorkel is that the starter. So the starter, that's just a Skytech 149NL, right? It's the small line series. And it's got 4 attachment feet on it for various engines, etc. Well, we don't actually use any of those. And 2 of those, the ones you can see me sanding down there, cutting off with my Dremel, gets in the way of the snorkel. So that sucker's got to come off. In fact, here's a picture of what that looks like when it tries to get put on. You can see that there's no room. Now the real question is, do I modify the snorkel or do I modify the starter? Now I went with the starter because it's not that difficult. It's just a big aluminum tab, and Skytech tells you that you can cut these things down. But if I'm AOG somewhere and my starter's dead, I got to cut that bracket off or it won't fit. So there is that consideration. And so that was a near miss. Now that was going to happen no matter what, because the snorkel, I'm glad to say, is still pretty damn close. So from what I've determined is that with the different equipment that I have, the placement of the front snorkel flange, there you can see what it gets clipped onto, is about 1/4 of an inch high. That's it. It's directly in center, which is fine. It's directly front and back in the right position, that's fine, but it's about 1/4 of an inch high. And there's absolutely nothing I can do about that. So, thankfully, it will fit. Now, it will require one modification. The alternator attach bolt, you can see it at the upper part there, it's real close to that. It's real close. Here's a picture of that. Right? No, that's not a vagina. That's the outline of the area that I need to cut out and then modify. So I'm going to cut that hole out of the snorkel and then put some new fiberglass cloth and resin in there, but sort of have it dipped down so that it misses that bolt by like, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, 3/8 if I can get it. And then everything will fit. And it'll be glorious. The next steps after that, after we know that it's going to fit, well, I should say we're going to cut the flange of the snorkel because it's just a big round piece of fiberglass. We're going to cut that to meet the flange at the air intake, drill some holes so that we can bolt it on, and then we will attach that permanently with resin to its top piece, and then we've got a full snorkel. So, but that's in the future. All right, next video, more fun things. Actually, next video we're going to start doing this, and I'll tell you all about that this weekend. So, hope you're having a good Friday. See you soon.